Monday. Yeah, what's going on? Great evening, y'all. Great evening, y'all. Happy Monday. Check in on Instagram and Facebook. What's going on, y'all? Check in next Monday, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going live with this. Great evening, y'all. Happy Monday to everybody out there. All right. Oh, I'm having an amazing time, an amazing day. You know, the week of unity and fire. I, I, Monday, great evening, now. Let's turn this on the Facebook side because I know Facebook probably can't hear me, but I want to say hello to everybody that's jumping on. I keep forgetting that you guys on Facebook, for whatever reason, cannot hear my music, cannot hear me jamming. And so I went ahead and turned it off. So hopefully everything is clear and on point. But to everybody on IG, we always jam this thing in, jam this thing going out. And I just want to say hello to everybody out there. Straight up, it is your life, and you have to make a decision. You have to decide to simply own it. All right. So Facebook, make sure, let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Somebody could check me out because I did play that music in the very beginning. Yes, I'm checking in late, right? I had to laugh in our leadership group because I share with them, and I'm just gonna be real with each and every one of y'all. I'm not checking in late because of technical difficulties. I'm for real checking in late because I needed to go to the grocery store. You see, at the end of the day, I can tell you that, just keeping it real, I am a mother, I am a wife, I am an entrepreneur, and I can tell you it's God first, family, and then everything else. And so, yes, I got stuck out there, but I am here, I am live, and I'm just really excited for all of you that are on here today, for all of you that are meant to hear my voice today. I just want to say, you know what, no matter what you may be going through, no matter what it may look like in life, you got to keep on looking up and realize that change is definitely on the way. So I'm super excited because, as we're in a season, as we're living in a world in which so many people out there may be uncertain as far as the time. So many people out there are looking for something. This is the time of the year in which so many people have come into the new year excited about goals, excited about change, excited about being able to do something different in their life. And unfortunately, this is also a time in which a lot of people have already begun or have already quit on their goals. And that's one reason why I always say, you know what, never set a New Year's resolution. Instead, run into the new year looking for a solution, because when you decide on those resolutions, typically what end up happening is you keep on doing them all over and over and over again. And so I'm thankful because I have a vehicle that I'm about to share with you guys, something that changed my entire life, in which, you know what, if you're open, if you have the mindset to, number one, understanding that your health, sorry, I got two dogs, understanding that your health is your greatest wealth. And understanding that, when you decide to focus on yourself, when you decide to understand that self-love is truly about committing to you, truly about committing to your health, truly about committing to your spirituality, making sure that you are emotionally stable, mentally stable, and also financially stable, that, everything in life will begin to fall in place when you now focus on you and decide to develop and to grow into the person that you were already created to be. And so this is something that I'm going to share with every single one of you, because one day, many, many years ago, right? Like 8+ years ago, even before that, because I have been connected to some very powerful products for the past 8+ years that really came into my life in a season in which I was looking for something. And somebody out there is looking for something. And sometimes you could be looking for something, you may not even realize that the very thing that you're looking for is right in your face, like it's right here. And the only thing is that fear is stopping you from saying yes. Fear is keeping you in that same position. And it wasn't until I realized that straight up, it's my life, I need to own it. And it was in a season in which life was spiraling backwards. And that's the reason why I'm a firm believer that the greater the challenge, the greater the victory. And so therefore, if you keep on looking up and realize that, you know what, whatever that challenge is that you're looking at today, whatever that challenge is that you need to overcome, start smiling in the midst of it, start celebrating in the midst of it, because it means that you're strong enough to handle it. And when you pass that test is going to become your testimony, but you got to begin to step out there. You got to begin to take some risks in life. You got to begin to connect to communities, to, you know, cultures, to individuals that really can help you to move from point A to point B. And so that is the reason why, you know, we tried so many different home-based businesses. So I'm about to share with you some products that are connected to an incredible home-based business, and which literally, you know, it helped me to, number one, realize who I am. Because it was a season in our life in which everything was spiraling backwards, right? The job had failed my husband. 25 years as an engineer, we looked up, the job said goodbye. And that is the reason why you got to be very careful with, number one, putting all your eggs in one basket, because we realized quickly that corporate America has no loyalty. We realized quickly that corporate America didn't care whether our children had some food. We realized also corporate America just didn't care whether we had the basic needs that we needed to survive in life, just simply because right around the holiday season time, they say goodbye to us. So, you know, but thank God, Nate and I always had the mindset of more. We always had the mindset of not just settling for that 40-40-40 plan, right? Where you work for 40 hours for 40 years to retire on 40% of your income. And that's just simply because with that 6-figure year income, straight up, we realized this was not working. So what we're going to do, you know, at the end of the day, when we look up and we realized that there were some goals, there were some dreams, there was a purpose that God had given us, and we decided to not embark upon that. We decided to play it safe and to not take a chance on the things that we were called to do here on this earth. So therein lies us becoming entrepreneurs and really just going forward. And I want you to know, being an entrepreneur is not easy. You see, being an entrepreneur is taking control of your life and realizing that, you know what, there's more for you to do. So you work the 9 to 5, but then you got to find some other additional ways in order to be able to move and to operate in your purpose, because our purpose is not about us. So lo and behold, here comes an incredible vehicle with some products. I'm overweight. Okay. At the time when this came into my life, I'm overweight. I have belly fat that, you know, I've been trying to get rid of for forever. All right. I can no longer at this point call it baby fat because my kids were big. Okay. Let me just put it that way. And so I can tell you, let's see, Jaden is now 15, 7 years old. So I can no longer call that, you know, I'm still carrying around baby fat as far as the belly fat. So I was trying to get rid of the belly fat, and I had lost a little bit of weight, but I plateaued. Anybody ever tried to lose some weight? You look up and you stop losing weight. So I had plateaued. I had only lost like 5 pounds and I plateaued. And so then I was introduced to a pack of tea. And I didn't realize that, you know, being a woman who was once afraid, being a woman who was shy, being a woman who didn't even believe in myself. And that's the reason why I'm saying you got to take some risks. You got to grow. You got to just step out there and do things, because when you do things, guess what? You've now conquered that thing and you literally have punched fear in the face. And so that's what I did. And I was introduced to a pack of tea, an all natural cleansing tea that I honestly didn't even believe in. You know, when I heard that it was going to help me to cleanse my body, when I heard that it would help me to lose some weight, I laughed at it, right? I laughed at it even before I said yes to it, as I started to see some stories. But then I realized, you know what if, and I want you all to say tonight, what if you take a chance? What if you reach out to the person who invited you on here tonight and say, you know what, I heard something about losing 5 pounds. I heard something about a 25x system in which I can 25x my life. What if you reach out to somebody and say, you know what, I want to try just a pack of tea. You know what, you don't even have to say yes to a whole month's supply, but I can guarantee you that we can introduce you to a pack of tea that we guarantee you will begin to change your life. And so I started to sip on this tea, right? It was a different color back then, but I started to sip on this tea, not knowing what it was going to do for me. You see, not only did I start to feel better as my body started to cleanse out, but my belly fat literally went on flat, In about 31 days, as my original story, I was able to lose 22 pounds, right? 20 pounds, right? That's my newest story, 20 pounds in 31 days. And so I started to keep on sipping this tea, but I started to share it with everyone around the world. And guess what? Story after story after story started to happen. And so many people around the world began to grab a hold of this tea and lose so much weight. Right. And so as the stories began to happen, more and more people said, how can I grab that tea? And so I just wanted to tell you all tonight that you never know that something like this, something that literally is going to cleanse your body at a cellular level. So you're saying it to me, right? You're saying, okay, well, Pam, what's different about your products? What's different about the latest cleansing system out there, or Weight Watchers, or, you know, all of these things that are out there in order to help you achieve your goals? Well, number one, it is a lifestyle change, what we have here. You see, our products are all natural, and we truly promote a lifestyle of change, meaning we want you to sip on these products that are going to cleanse you out, right? And put your nutrients back into your body. But we also want you to begin to exercise for your overall heart health. We also want you to also begin to drink more water and to eat better. You see, at the end of the day, if you're not paying attention to the things that you're doing for your body, then ultimately you are not going to be able to live life to the fullest and to be able to operate in your true purpose. And so this little pack of tea, believe it or not, it made me begin to believe in myself. But a woman who was not confident, a woman who allowed fear to stop me, a woman who has, you know, been able to grab a hold of this product and some of these other products and begin to see true change. When you have something that you can put into your body and it yields for real true change, meaning this thing is so much bigger than weight loss. This is not a weight loss tea. But I could tell you that because people have grabbed a hold of it and they said, you know what, I got to get this garbage out. Because the food that I eat is toxic. The air that I breathe is toxic. You know, the world that we live in is toxic. And so at the end of the day, you got to get it out. And it's going to all start with this little pack of tea. And so, yes, 8 years later, I still am proud to be a part of being connected to these incredible products and a community and a culture that has truly, you know, been able to change so many lives left and right as we continue to share this tea. Right here. You want to lose 5 pounds, then you want to get back with somebody and say, you know what, how can I get that tea? I'm ready to achieve my goals. I'm sick and tired of going around in circles, not accomplishing the very things that I want to accomplish in life. I want to get fit. I want to feel good. I want to live life to the fullest. And let's start with this tea, right? And so after grabbing a hold of this tea, because I do want to tell y'all that as I started to sip that tea, and I started to share with so many people, you know, life really began to change for us, okay? And so I realized, you know, as we're sipping on the tea and we're sharing these products, that we had an incredible vitamin that we began to focus on. The very first product that was ever created by the company that actually allows us to share these products, that I get these products from. And so I can tell you that what ended up happening was, as I began to, you see, some of you out there, you know, you may take some pure form vitamins. You may take vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, all of that, right? But what if I told you that those vitamins are to no avail because your body can't even absorb them, okay? Right? So you're taking them, you're putting them in your body, and they're really not doing your body any good. But what if I can share with you my liquid vitamin? You see, number one, the difference is you're going to get 98% absorption directly into your system. All right. So that is powerful because it is going to feed your cells everything that it needs. So when you think about your cells, right, and you think about giving your body the things that you need, do you think you're not going to feel better? Do you think you're not going to have more energy? Do you think maybe if you battle with joint issues, skin issues, things like that, do you think that things are not going to begin to turn around because you're giving your body what it needs? It will. And I can tell you to this day, I am just forever grateful and forever thankful for finding out about this product, because whereas I've seen so many other stories, right? So many other stories by moms, dads, right? Princess, I see you on here tonight. And Princess, has an incredible story. Tashani, everybody, Katrina, Sunita, all these different stories of people who just absolutely love this liquid vitamin. But I gotta share one that's near and dear to me. As my dad now rests in peace, I'll never forget. I will never forget, because I truly believe that I was blessed with this company at this time and these products, because of the fact that, number one, when I began to give my dad this NutriBurst in a season in which his life was totally failing, right? His health was failing. And he was put onto a service in which he was only given a short time to live. But I give God all the glory. But I can tell you, as 1 tablespoon of this went into his body every single day, I can tell you that not only was he released from that service, but he went on to be able to bless us here on this earth for about 4 more years. My dad left this earth at the age of 96 years old. And I can tell you, whereas he had stopped talking, he stopped responding to us, he was flat on his back, he started having full-blown conversations. His memory got incredible. And when he closed his eyes on his very last evening here on this earth, he was not sick. And so that is one reason why I am so passionate about continuing to share these incredible products, because they for real are bringing about a total change in your body, just simply because you're committing to you. You're committing to putting some good stuff in as you're now getting the bad out, okay? And another product that I'm gonna share with you guys tonight, because somebody on here is lacking energy, somebody on here has a hard time focusing. You might be going through some things in life in which, your mood is not even on point, to where you're up and down, you're fluctuating and all of that. Well, what if I told you that I could introduce you to a capsule that, number one, will turn on the energy, turn off the fat, because you're going to burn some calories, all right? So you're going to burn some calories with this. But on top of it, it is known as the Happy Pill, right? I think I'm out of focus on Facebook, right? My camera. But it's known as the Happy Pill, right? So you literally can take this and it's going to elevate your mood, right? So not only is it elevating your mood, but if you have a hard time staying on point, you have a hard time focusing, you have a hard time, just being able to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish, or getting it going during the day, or maybe even laying down at night and sleeping, because you're going to sleep like a baby, because you're getting the energy that you need in order to power through your day. And when you lay down, you are going to get some for real rest. Well, again, keeping it right here at home. I'm thankful, because not only have these products been able to, change our life physically, they've been able to change our life financially in order to be a blessing in our kids' life. You see, there's somebody, a mom or dad out there, who's sick and tired of telling their kids no, right? Who don't want to have to tell them no just because you can't, but you want to be able to tell them no because they need to hear the word no, right? Well, that was us. We were struggling, right? Living paycheck to paycheck prior to this. Well, not only has this product been able to change our son's life, right? His name is Christian. And Christian was that kid that was set up to fail by the school system, moved along, in the school system, given grades that he didn't deserve, that no child left behind. And I could tell you that he needed help, right? He needed help academically. Well, as a result of saying yes to these incredible products, not only has this product been able to help him to where he has an associate's degree. The kid that was set up to fail graduated with his associate's degree, is now about to graduate with his bachelor's degree in just a couple months. But on top of it, he has been able to have full ride basketball scholarships, to be able to do something that he always dreamed of, after being told by a teacher that he would never even play high school ball. But one yes to saying, straight up, it's my life. I got to own it, right? It's my life. As parents, we have to realize it's our life. Our kids didn't ask to be here, so they don't deserve to be a part of the struggle. They don't deserve to have to be told no because we can't, right? Only because we say, you know what? No, you need to hear the word no, right? And so imagine being able to put them in a top boarding school, Oak Hill Academy, where so many NBA players have come out of, that truly is opening up so many doors for this kid, as his passion is to one day play professional basketball. So it is all because of some products. So you never know when there's a vehicle or something that's coming your way that is really not about you, but it's something that is intended to help to change others' lives, right? Along the way. Somebody out there is struggling with their health. Somebody out there is struggling with their weight. Somebody out there is struggling financially and doesn't really know how they're going to have that next bill, how they're going to put some gas in their car because gas prices are through the roof, how they're going to be able to buy a carton of eggs because eggs are through the roof, right? And so when you think of something in which you now can grab a hold of some products that flat out work, when you think of something in which you can now get involved in and not have to wait 2, 4, 6 weeks before you can see some money coming into your household. Because I don't know about you, but I've been a part of a lot of businesses, a lot of opportunities in which we did not make a dime. And so when I tell you that this is something that you can grab a hold of, that you can get in tonight with whoever invited you on here, say yes and begin to put money into your household on tomorrow, let me shift real quick because I want to talk to that person right now. All right, as you put on your business hat, as you realize and you sit back and you think about 2023 thus far, February is over. 2 months out of the year is gone, right? And if you're in the position in which you still are trying to figure out how to pay your car note, how to pay your light bill, how to pay your kids' tuition, whatever it may be, if you're still trying to figure it out, then you got 2 choices, right? I said straight up, it's your life. You got to own it. I had to take ownership. I had to realize that, you know what, as an entrepreneur, I need multiple streams of income. As an entrepreneur, I got to make sure that I'm getting up every single day and fighting for the life that I know that we deserve to live, right? And so I want to talk to you for just a moment because there's a system that can really change every single person's life, and it's called the 25X system. And you may be saying, okay, 25X, what is that? Well, let me tell you this, because this is a vehicle in which you can get in tonight. And basically, you become a master promoter of sharing some products. You become a product of the product. You start to pop. And as you share your story of what the products have done for you, now people out there are going to say, wait a minute, hold on. I need to lose some weight. Wait a minute. I don't feel my best. My joints are hurting because I need to drop some pounds, right? Because I realize that for every pound that I lose, if my knees hurt, that's 3 pounds of pressure off of my knees. So I need to do something about it because I only got one life to live, and self-love is taking care of this vessel, right? And so now you start to find people in which you're able to tap into a very powerful component. It's called retail. Real simple. I wanted you all to know this is not some get-rich-quick scheme. This is a home-based business that you can say yes to for a little or nothing. Like start a home-based business. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a franchise, but now you have a viable home-based business with some products that flat out work, in which now you can begin to share. So retail means this: wholesale versus retail. Basically, you're able to buy the products for one price, and now you're able to retail them for another. So if you're that person, because it's tax season, right? And many people are getting back their tax returns, in which a lot of time, I remember being that person at tax season years and years and years ago. We were excited about them tax refunds because it was our opportunity to be able to go out and do the things that we couldn't do all year long. It was our opportunity to go out and buy the things that we couldn't buy all year long. And then, about a month later, that tax money is gone and we've done nothing. And now we're back in the same rut, the same rat race, doing the same thing over and over and over again, living a life of insanity, expecting something different to happen, right? Well, I can tell you things shifted, okay, as far as that, because we haven't seen a tax return in over 8 years as far as money coming back, all right? So, but I can tell you that literally now you grab a hold of these products, right? And you grab this 25X system, in which it is going to be the system that will put the most amount of income into your household very, very quickly, right? And so now what's going to happen is one of the ways I told you was retail, right? So you have this tea. One pack of this tea we pay $10 for, but we retail it for $25. It makes enough for an entire week. You're going to boil a pot of water, make a gallon. You're going to tell other people how to boil a pot of water, add some more water, make a gallon of this incredible tea. They're going to sip it. When they sip it, guess what? It has absolutely no taste. Incredible. So not only is it not a big horse feel, not only is it not a nasty cleansing tea, but it actually tastes like nothing, right? So now a person is sipping on this tea with lunch and dinner. They're getting all the garbage out of their body. They're not running to the restroom, but they're eliminating everything out that needs to come out, and they're feeling good. So now, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to come back and say, I need some more of this tea? Do you think that they might even say, I know some people who could benefit from this tea? Right? So it's ingenious on now, the more people that you share the tea with, your story of what the tea did for you, that now people come and purchase this tea, and now they are going to keep coming back for more. Right? And as they come back for more, you now have the opportunity of saying, you know what? Well, I purchased this tea for $10, but now I can take, and sell you 4 packs of tea for whatever I choose. You might want to sell 4 packs of tea for, I don't know. It's up to you because it's your business, okay? You can sell 5 packs of tea, or you can send them to your state-of-the-art website, in which now, not only are you getting that cash on hand by now saying, you know what, a week supply, $25, $25, $25. That's $75. I got $75. Who want to buy a bag of tea for me tonight, right? Send me a DM. No, just go to my link. All right. Right. And so you start to make this immediate cash, but when they go to your website, we have a partnership here. So you're going to get a 50% commission. When people click your link, they go to your free state-of-the-art website that you get as a part of your business package here as you start your home-based business. And now they're ordering, and you're going to get paid every single day by doing it that way. All right, so that's one way, and I spent a lot of time on that just simply because this 25X system, it involves the tea, one of the most powerful products that we have here, because everybody out there in this world needs to clean out their body, okay? Then as things begin to get out there, right, you start to grab a hold of 25 packs of this tea. That's what the 25X system is, all right? So when you grab it, you now are going to pay the $2.99 for this package, but guess what? You're going to go out, and when you sell it, you're going to make up to a $325 profit. And so you're flipping it, right? Say, I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to reinvest back into my business, right? So then people are going to say, I know some people, right? I know some people who need to cleanse. I know some people who need some vitamins. I know some people who lack energy. And so people want to partner with you. But every time somebody does, you now can say, yes, welcome to my team, and you're going to earn a 50% commission. Real simple, right? So now things start to grow, because it's like John Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people efforts than 100% of my own. Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's all we do over here. It is truly a team building culture and community that really changes lives all over the entire world. Right. And then I could tell you that there's a lot of different ways as we get paid, because as you now find there's 2 people who decide to say yes to you, what's going to end up happening is we build with 2 teams. And as your teams begin to grow, there's going to be people, because you decide to position yourself. You see, when you get back with a person who invited you on here tonight, I want you to understand, remember this position of equity. What does that sound like to you? Right? If somebody says, you know what, you can lock in a position of equity, does that not sound like dollars? It does. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get in before the next person. You're going to get in before the person that jumps on the live like this tomorrow, or the next week, or next month, or in June when they decide that they need to make some money. Or if that person decides to wait until September because they realize, man, this year can go like hot dog and I need some holiday cash. You're in before these people. And now there's people that you don't even know, who now start to fall down below you, but you don't know them. And you're able to benefit, just keeping it short, sweet, and to the point, up to like $20,000 a week on one way of pay. Starts at $1. So if you earn $1, that's what you're going to get. But if you decide to work this business, right? Because if you're not going to work it, guess what? The money is not going to happen by osmosis. But if you work the business, it will start to come into your household as your team grows. Then we get into check matches and literally so many different ways that we get paid over here, but y'all aren't even going to remember all of that. So what I want to do at this point is I just want to say this: get back with the person who invited you on here tonight if you want to know more about the compensation plan. But I can tell you that this 25X system is something that literally can open up the door to where you can get in tonight, begin to make some money by tomorrow, because you're going to get back with the person who shared this with you and say, you know what, please tell me more about this system, because I am ready to change my life and I need to make some cash, not now, but right now. So I mentioned this 25X system, right? And I did say that you're going to get number one, the business kit is free. All right, the business kit, we had an incredible deal, but I do want to say that on tonight, it was just announced today that guess what? You can get in with this particular kit for free. So you don't have to, not the kit, I'm sorry, the business kit. All right, let me get that. The business kit. All right, so there's a business kit to start your home-based business that normally is about $60. All right, and so for now, that kit is free. So you don't have to pay to now have your digital business kit that is going to now start your business. But you're going to grab a hold of this 25-pack system, this 25-pack kit. And now when you grab this kit for $299, now you're able to go out and you're going to make that $325 profit by now making a list and reaching out to people that you know, whether it's at work, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whoever it is, and you're going to sell your tea. Real simple. And now you're going to create story after story after story after story after story. And so now to that person that's saying, well, Pam, I don't have $300. I understand. All right. Because there are other packages in which you will have to pay the business kit fee for that $60, but you can get in where you fit in. But this right here is the most powerful pack that literally will begin to put income into your household right away. And obviously you can do it with some of these smaller packs, but this one is the system that will begin to change your entire life. And if you can do it, I always say, don't make your minimums your maximums. Do what you can do in order to invest in you. If you got back a tax return, if you got back some money, imagine taking a portion of that. And instead of watching it all go out the window so that 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now, none of it exists, imagine taking $300 and saying, you know what, I invested in me. I invested in a viable business that literally is now creating me income day in and day out because you said yes. So what you want to do at this point is you want to make a decision to get back with the person who invited you on here tonight. Say yes, get in where you fit in. And as you do that, I look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all, not from the top, but at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a season in which you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Instead, you want to get ahead of what's happening in the world, create more in your household, and why not tap into a $4.4 trillion industry? Y'all hear me? A $4.4 trillion industry. As I read an article the other day, I want you to know and understand that by 2025, the health and wellness industry will be a $7 trillion industry. And I'm excited because I'm a part of it. So I'm going to get my piece of it. And what you get out of it is all determined by you. So get back with whoever invited you on here tonight. Say yes to you. And I look forward to your story and all of the lives that you're going to change by saying yes to these incredible products. So get back and join us back tomorrow night. Somebody else will be on here live, and I gotta go. All right, so love you guys. Say yes. Get back with whoever invited you on here. Say yes, good night, and all of that good stuff. And that is it. All right, so good night, y'all. Just know it without a shadow. All right, good night, y'all. Say yes. I know Facebook can't hear you.